This week on Fast Track, new research on drinking and your friends, and as basketball season ends, baseball season begins, and we have the latest news on the Purdue baseball team. All this and more on this week's Fast Track.
One Purdue professor invented a vehicle equipped with computers, sensors, and other tools that serves as a mobile office and a workshop which helps conduct his research. Nadine Mahasne has the story.
Professor here in civil engineering. My area of specialty is structural engineering in the area of fatigue and fracture, primarily with steel bridges and railroad bridges, highway bridges, lighting structures, and so forth.
It used to be difficult for Robert Connor to survey bridges that were miles and miles away, until Bowen Lab received a vehicle that allowed them to have a workshop on the road in May 2009. The vehicle serves Connor, his colleagues, and students as a mobile laboratory. The mobile lab has safety equipment, tools, sensors, data acquisition equipment, as well as workspace. The van also allows Connor and his colleagues to respond promptly to problems on the field. According to Connor, the vehicle really pays off when they take long cross-country trips. The vehicle, along with Connor, has been to places that range from Pennsylvania, Wyoming, North Dakota, South Dakota, and California. In cold climates and bad weather, the vehicle serves as a warm zone for the researchers and is helpful especially in 10-degree weather while going through processes that require precision. Although the vehicle is helpful, Connor and his crew are not without challenges. Being on the field forces them to venture into areas where they cannot control the environment. Still, the vehicle allows them to go farther and be more prepared while out in the field. For Fast Track News, I'm Nadine Mahasne.
Whether it's your stance on controversial topics such as abortion or the death penalty, or just a humorous food for thought, bumper stickers have always been a means to express oneself. But could you be saying more than you think with what you stick on your car? One philosopher would certainly say so.
Purdue students gathered in anticipation for author Jack Bowen's first college stop on his national book tour for his latest work, If You Can Read This, The Philosophy of Bumper Stickers. The book, which is Bowen's third, mixes the pop culture craze of bumper stickers with the ideas of renowned philosophers. I sat down with Bowen to find out more about how the use of bumper stickers can help to facilitate real philosophical conversations.
People tend to be either intimidated or they find the language somewhat off-putting. But with bumper stickers, you can draw the person in and make them want to get engaged. And once you can do that as a teacher, a writer, or just someone who's having that sort of discussion, then you really actually can get down to the crux of the discussion. I found that bumper stickers do this amazingly well.
The author's visit included 2 short readings from his book, an open discussion with students where some shared their favorite bumper stickers, and Bowen even made himself available to sign fans' copies of his book. Bowen anticipates his book will put complex philosophical ideas into easier, more relatable terms for his readers.
My hope is that this book will get people excited about talking about big ideas, and it will get them engaged, and it'll actually show them that they've been doing philosophy and thinking philosophically all their lives, and that they can have the confidence to sort of push forward and start asking those next questions.
So keep reading. You're only getting sexier by the page. Thank you, Purdue.
Domestic violence is an issue that has the potential to affect everyone. A group of Purdue students recently partnered with the YWCA to host a forum on campus to raise awareness for this issue. Sarah Wagner has the story.
The YWCA recently presented its Domestic Violence Intervention and Prevention Program at the University Church in West Lafayette. The program was entitled Joining Hands to Stop Violence. We spoke with Professor Nancy Gaiman on how domestic violence affects Purdue students.
Most immediately, they should be informed because it might affect them. And this would, by giving some kind of background or knowing the context for it, they'll have ways to respond in their own lives. But it's a pressing social issue, and to be informed and active citizens in today's world, students should know about this.
The event featured 3 guest speakers, one on domestic violence in the second wave, one on the changing landscape of laws and policies as it relates to domestic violence, and one on the complexities of domestic violence and immigration.
My mother was emotionally abused by my dad. And I didn't know it was domestic violence. I thought my dad was an angry man or depressed or, he had a bad day. And then when I was a grown-up, somebody told me, this is what domestic violence is. And I was like, oh. So my mom was abused, and I didn't know it all these years. So that's why we need to tell people. We have a lot of women who come and tell me my husband is doing this and he's doing that, and they don't know they're being abused.
The night concluded with a question and answer session from the speakers. For Fast Track News, I'm Sarah Wagner.
When we return, we will check in with Veronica Appleton on the latest political happenings in Washington and new research concerning alcohol consumption,
as well as our national weather forecast. Stay tuned.
It focuses more on muscular strength, and you still want to have a mindful awareness of your body's place in space. Go ahead, inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Exhale. Keep that standing leg strong.
Purdue's nursing program is one of the top in the nation because of the state-of-the-art equipment and hands-on learning. Students are able to get real training and feedback without having to put a real person in harm's way. They are given feedback and constructive criticism while in the classroom that they can use once they are in the real hospital setting. Students will learn everything ranging from basic tasks to the most intricate details of patient care. Purdue isn't just about engineering. Come visit the nursing program at Johnson Hall.